Welcome to Deep Thought. Truth can be a weapon. And I've talked about truth many times, but it's a powerful weapon. You know what? I first noticed that when I was dealing with this young lady way back in the day. And I remember we were in my apartment and she thought we got together for one particular reason and stuff. And I said, no, this is why I was interested in you. And I remember it hit her like a ton of bricks. She like fell back against the wall and slid to the ground. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm just being honest. But what I realized is so many people either have a misconception of something, a skewed view of it, a bias. Basically, it's not truth. And truth is tough because you know how they say it is like, you know, every story has three sides, my side, your side, and the truth. But see, the thing is, people go through life and they'll have false beliefs about something. They'll think something is a reality when it's not, you know, because for whatever reason, they want to believe it. Like one another time was when my book, Nice Guys and Players, first came out. And I was on a particular website. I would comment and everything under my own name. And I remember there was a man who hit me up privately. And he said, I realized I was a nice guy. And now he didn't say it, he wrote it. But the way he wrote it, you felt the vibration. Like it really hit him like a ton of bricks. You ever have that situation where truth smacks you in such a way it can make you sick? Like truth can make you sick. You know, when you point out something because you've been operating off of the lie. Indeed, that's why, I mean, if you really look, there's a lot of things in society, a lot of things. If someone were to present irrefutable truth to it, people would lose their minds. I can think of several things now. I ain't going to get into it. There's some things I can think of now. And it's like if people were presented the absolute truth to it, like unrefutable, like they cannot try to play it off or anything, it would actually hurt them. Indeed, it's such a powerful thing that when people are presented, even with the irrefutable truth, they will try to find a reason to refute the truth. They will find something. Even when you tell them, you show them, you give them evidence. Like on my men's channel, I always talk about how, you know, there are men out there who are not like, you know, that tall, muscular fitness/fashion model who are still getting happy relationships. But a lot of guys don't want to believe that. And they'll say, well, it's this or that. But then if you were to present them with the knowledge, they say, no, the woman just liked them, you know. That would actually hurt them because then they would have to face something. Because, see, one of the things is people believe a lie. They will live a lie really to protect them from facing the truth of something. Because sometimes to face the truth of something can actually hurt a person. It can actually hurt a person. It can hurt them because they live their whole lives as a lie. How many people in life, I mean, y'all might have gone through it. You might have heard of somebody, they believed a lie their whole life. Like I tell you a blatant lie. Paternity fraud. Paternity fraud. What if a man, think about it. What if a man has raised a child, maybe 2 or 3 children, to adulthood? I mean, he was the perfect father. I mean, he was just invested. They're his best friends and everything. What if he find out these children are not his? What if he's been living that lie? I mean, it's not his own lie, but he's been living a lie this whole time. That can hurt him. You know, that can hurt him. You know, he might survive now. Some fathers, you know, some men in that position might say, you know what, they my children anyway. But you actually believe something. It's powerful. Think about it. You know, you told the truth about a situation because you believe something so much. And it is a weapon. That's why honestly, I think that's why you have forces in society that will keep promoting the lie. And that lie could be anything, you know, lie could be anything. And of course, some people will use that lie, but truth is a weapon because Not only can it dispel false beliefs, but also dispel a person's false beliefs or belief systems, but it can also free somebody. Because think about it, how many times have you just found the truth of something and yeah, you know what, it probably hurt. It probably hurt you for days, could have been for weeks, even months. But when you finally accepted that truth, how it freed you. You know, truth is a weapon of freedom. Truth is a weapon. It tells you where you really stand, because then when you see the truth of something, then you can actually do something about it. You see what it is. You understand it. And then that gives you the power of choice. You can choose whether to embrace that truth, or even if you want to go back to sleep. You know, a lot of people use the analogy of the Matrix. You know, the Matrix was, the real world was truth. But then, of course, in the original movie, you had somebody who would rather live the lie. But just having the truth, that was dangerous. That was dangerous for somebody to free their minds. Because even for the days control people through a lie. Think about it. The days control people through a lie. If you believe something, you support something. Because the truth is that when a critical mass of people want something to change, when the masses want something to change, there's nothing that the days can stop. Because the masses outnumber the days 1,000 to 1. So what can they do about it? Think about it. But they can control them through the lie. But when you have the truth, then you're free. Then you can spread that truth, you free more people. But it's a weapon. And, one of the things I always strive for is to find truth. Like on my men's channel, I'm known for body game. I'm known for talking about body game. But at the same time, I saw the use of it, but I said, okay, let me find out if it's the best, if it's anything that could go against it. And actually, haven't found anything that can really go against it, but I found powerful alternatives for people, different men with that. And I was like, and it actually expanded it. And indeed, the truth that I saw is everything is connected. It's all holistic. It's not just one thing. But then to find that truth, I had to say, okay, let me find out if this is true. And it's like, oh, okay. And I still look for it. When I look at anything or come across any idea, I say, okay, that's cool. Let me find a counter argument. Let me see something. I try to see all sides of it. And, a lot of times it might enhance what I'm believing, or it might refute it. And there's been plenty of stuff that I might have believed at one time I had to change my mind on. I even listed something I changed from my original book, Nice Guys and Players. I said, it was the same information, but I said I should have presented it in a different way, because I always look for truth. There was a crew of, I call them scholars, I used to roll with. It was on an internet website. These were some deep brothers. And one of the things we would say, there's no religion higher than truth. And it really isn't. Ultimately, we should always search for it. And it's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy because we always going to have our biases, and we always going to see stuff in a way that's comfortable for us. But we should still always strive for the truth, because it is indeed a weapon that can be used against big lies. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for now. Get back with y'all, next week. Talk to you later. Peace and blessings.